And we are back. Welcome into the Sarcastic Geek. I will be your host for these ceremonies. And remember, all the content starts after the first minute. So in the meantime, while you're waiting, grab your snacks, pull up a chair, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join the Sarcastic Geek as we're trying to hit 100 subscribers by the end of February. With your help, we can do it with a fan favorite episode on deck. Episode 13, titled The Blue Spirit. And boy, oh boy, do I remember most of this episode. As we've seen the last two episodes, my memory, not so good at times. Hopefully for this episode, significantly better, because I really enjoyed the crap out of this episode as a kid, because the lines that were once gray are now whole other shades of gray. Not 50 shades, but there's a couple shades in there where you're like, huh. This is very interesting, to say the least. With your support, let's enjoy and engage in some Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm just gonna pause everything here while we're taking a look at the scenic background. With this backdrop, do we know we're the villains? Are we sure we're the villains? Because, like, having 3 different layers of prison plus Citadel Tower in the center, this screams bad guy layer all over the place.
Your request is denied, Commander Zhao.
Colonel Shainu, please reconsider. Their precision is legendary. The Yuyan can pin a fly to a tree from 100 yards away without killing it.
You could pin a butterfly to a tree with an arrow and not kill it. I know this is all just hyperbole, because there ain't no way anyone has actually ever touched a butterfly with a lethal weapon and not had it just perish. Butterflies are deceptively fragile. I think they live on average like 2 weeks, maybe 3 at most, because they mate, then die. That is, if they get to that point. So, it's a bit of a flex, but I get it. They're accurate as hell.
News from Fire Lord Ozai? It appears I've been promoted to Admiral. My request is now in order.
Great. The guy we know who has an absolute just hate boner for everybody now has been promoted to Admiral. He hates Zuko, he hates Aang and the gang. We are just up the creek here, and today could just not get any worse for the gang. Also, who in the bloody heck was that on the roof there? Because, that means you snuck past 3 different layers of security and got on the roof before we knew this information was coming out and things were about to take a weird turn. Someone's got some interesting hobbies in their free time.
This should bring your fever down.
You know what I love about Appa the most? His sense of humor.
That's nice. I'll tell him.
Sokka is funnier when he is delirious, which is kind of unfortunate because you'd like to be mostly coherent for when you're humorous. That way you can like tap into it regularly and use it. But I guess we all have to accept certain limitations at times.
There's an herbalist institute on the top of that mountain. We could probably find a cure for Sokka there.
Aang, he's in no condition to travel. Sokka just needs more rest. I'm sure he'll be better by tomorrow.
You too.
Relax. It was just a little cough. I'm fine.
Take our sickness order and let's double it. We have 2 sickos that we need to go heal about yesterday, but again, It kind of makes sense considering how much we've traveled, how much we've been running, how much we've been fighting, how much stress we've accumulated. Eventually, the human body is going to break down, and this seems like the best of times because they're in a good place to hide out. But now we have to send the Avatar out on his own to heal us. Don't really like that.
We haven't been able to pick up the Avatar's trail since the storm. But if we continue heading northeast...
What do they want?
Perhaps a sporting game of Paisho.
Iroh, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say no. I think they want to bully and harass you for information. Because Admiral Zhao is probably going to have one of those swinging contests and try and remind Zuko what's up, even though Zuko really put him on his keister last time.
Now get off my ship and let us pass.
Admiral Zhao is not allowing ships in or out of this area.
Off my ship!
Excellent. I take the part. But you're all improving. I'm certain you will win if we play again.
Iroh is just a straight hustler. I mean, Zuko on the plot is being very, very impertinent and short-tempered because everything has just gone completely belly up. But, I mean, at least your uncle's winning some cash.
Says here that the Avatar can create tornadoes and run faster than the wind. Pretty amazing.
Ah, that's just a bunch of Fire Lord propaganda. There's no way that's true.
Yep, propaganda. Because you did not get a propaganda at the Avatar, as he is Agana. But enough of those terrible. I don't even know what that was. Sounded like we had the horn for Survivor. We were just trying to play the intro music to it.
Water.
Listen carefully, Momo. I need you to take this to the river and fill it with water. Got it?
You want him to do what now? Because the hand gesture surprisingly didn't help. In fact, it almost maybe made things somehow more confusing, but you're also going delirious too, so... Delirium plus Momo, not good.
I'm sorry to barge in like this, but I need some medicine for my friends. They have fevers and they've been coughing.
Settle down, young man. Your friends are going to be fine. I've been up here for over 40 years, you know. Used to be others, but they all left years ago. Now it's just me and Miyuki.
That's nice.
The elderly do love a little chit and a little chat. They are kings of the chit-chat, and they seem to be having a really good time overall with a lot of different stuff. However, I have two friends who are going delirious, and we've all been horribly, horribly sick before. I've never been personally delirious, but I don't think anyone who's had it would recommend it.
It's been almost an hour and you haven't given the men an order.
I don't care what they do.
Don't give up hope yet. You can still find the Avatar before Zhao.
How, Uncle? With Zhao's resources, it's just a matter of time before he captures the Avatar. My honor, my throne, my country. I'm about to lose them all.
Damn! When you actually look at everything that he is fighting for, if he wasn't Fire Nation, we would actively be rooting and supporting Zuko. Like 1,000%. But because it's called Avatar The Last Airbender, he's juxtapositioned to be the exact opposite of Aang. Aang is the light and Zuko's darkness, and vice versa. Maybe, just maybe, they aren't as different as we think they are.
Well, all they need is some frozen wood frogs. There's plenty of them down in the valley swamp.
What am I supposed to do with frozen frogs?
Why, suck on them, of course.
Suck on them?
Pardon? This is a kid show, lady. My goodness. I get the Avatar is 112, but some of us have very precious ears, and that might be a little bit above the maturity level here. But the only time I think professionally you can say to somebody what is best for them is to suck it.
I think you dropped this.
I take it we just made some new friends, and if I had $1 to guess, it would be the Yuyan archers who now work for Zhao. And with us on our own, in the middle of the remnants of the storm that was on last episode, I don't think we're in a position to win. Oh, of course. We're just gonna casually, as we're diving hundreds and hundreds of feet in the air, just boop, right into a tree and just Tarzan our way to freedom. I get the Yuyan are supposed to be badasses, but I don't even know if that's physically possible. I really don't. Like, wouldn't there be so much torque from the swing, even though you went through part of the tree branch, that you would just snap it and you just go, and then fly off into the distance, never to be seen again? But, you know, who am I trying to put logic in this show? This 112-year-old just ran like 60 miles an hour. Well, I take it we didn't win this round. Decidedly so. Wow, they're good. Insanely good. Thank goodness they didn't start with us back in episode 1, or this would not be called Avatar: The Last Airbender. It would be called Zhao, King of the Rock. Sorry, I've been wanting to do that bit from Mulan forever.
I don't know how you've managed to elude the Fire Nation for 100 years, but your little game of hide and seek is over.
I've never hidden from you. Untie me and I'll fight you right now.
No. Tell me, how does it feel to be the only airbender left? Do you miss your people?
We are gloating about genocide. That's great. Just great. I would happily settle for Zuko or pirates, maybe even that giant snake monster all the way back, like on episode 4, I want to say, with the Kyoshi warriors. Anything but Zhao.
You won't be killed like they were. See, if you die, you'll just be reborn, and the Fire Nation will have to begin its search for the Avatar all over again. So I'll keep you alive, but just barely.
Still got some fight in him, and no matter how many times Zhao likes to gloat and just throw his power around, you got beaten up by a 15-year-old, and now someone who looks like they're 12. Kids are just your weakness, my dude.
Water.
Momo should be back any minute. No, Momo. Water. Water.
Why is that a thing we do universally? Like, when you're having a hard time understanding somebody, you just say things really slowly, like it's the same word. Like, if they didn't understand that word before, now they're going to understand it the second time. Subscribe. What do you mean you didn't subscribe? Subscribe. Like, no, it just feels condescending, and it just doesn't work that way. It's not how things are, and you got to feel for Momo and the gang right now. Oh, he just came out of the dirt. That spirit just came out of the dirt just to latch on to the underside of a cargo. That's oddly convenient. And also, if you're able to grab around like this, wouldn't you want to grab your arms on the inside and then just kind of rest there, like elbows out? I understand you're closer to the spokes that way, but wouldn't it be like a little bit easier on the human body? Not that I've ever done any espionage, but you know, just looking from a casual perspective.
All clear. Go on in.
Looks like we're about to have some help. I'm kind of excited to see who this individual is.
We are the sons and daughters of fire, the superior element. Until today, only one thing stood in our path to victory. The Avatar. I am here to tell you that he is now my prisoner!
Oh, gotta love it when the villain decides to just have this grandiose ceremony to have everyone bow down to him and tell him how great and powerful he is. Only for everything he's worked so hard to achieve just crumble right underneath his feet because everybody and their mother is now watching you. So, who's on security detail there, hombre? You got somebody there? I don't think you do. I think we're about to have a jailbreak.
Hmm?
I'm not sure if I'd be more alarmed by the frogs coming out from under the door like it's the plague, or the fact that one of our armor pieces is just rolling dramatically and slowly right at us from down the hall. Then we heard our friend get their absolute butt caved in. So, yeah, not really sure. What about you? Yeah, I get why he's screaming. I really do. I would assume that somehow Zhao has changed his mind dramatically, or Ozai gave him a new order, and somehow I was going to become, mincemeat. But we'll see what happens.
Who are you? What's going on? Are you here to rescue me? I'll take that as a yes.
Also would assume, Aang? Shh. Shut the hell up. Like, we are in the middle of a stealth mission. Quiet down.
My frogs! Come back! And stop throwing out! Wait! My friends need to suck on those frogs!
Do you really want to get rescued? Are you going to make things as difficult as possible, Aang? You, in some episodes, show sage wisdom and the ability to understand deep and complex issues. But somehow, jailbreak, just too complicated. Stealth, optional. Like, he operates stealth like I operate in Skyrim. Stealth is optional, but rarely taken.
How many times do I have to tell you, Momo? We need water. Water. Oh, forget it. Aang, please hurry.
Who's this Aang kid you keep talking about, Your Highness?
Who has Momo been robbing? Katara has a crown. There are like 30 different expensive-looking pieces. Like, sure, we haven't had any water, but we have stuff to trade and barter with, as long as assuming the market's not what's just been absolutely robbed.
I want a full transcription of my speech sent to the Fire Lord, along with glowing testimonials from all of the ranking officers present, and...
May want to hold those remarks, Chief. You may have wanted to not only double security, but maybe triple it. Currently, your most expensive prize, and the one that would have guaranteed you to be the right-hand man to the Fire Lord, has now just left and walked away.
Sir, shall I hold off sending that speech to the Fire Lord?
There! On the wall!
Oh, boy. Well, stealth is very, very much optional.
Stay close to me!
Thank goodness Aang is on our side. Like, as much guff as I just gave him about not understanding Jailbreak, when it comes time to, like, really get to fisticuffs, he's ready to go. But he's also still only knocking people out. He does not have that killer instinct in him, which probably is for the best. Kyoshi did, and, well, yo. The only thing I'm wondering in all this is, did we put the Yuyan on break? Because they would have gotten us by now. I don't want to, like, disrespect the Blue Spirit and Aang. But are the Yuyan just napping? Having a big ceremonial party? Are they a little bit lit right now? Like, where are they at?
Hold your fire! The Avatar must be captured alive!
This is a fun game of chicken, because it's like, well, you overplayed your hand, Zhao. I understand you feel like you won, but, well, I can't wait to see you get bamboozled here.
Open the gate.
Admiral, what are you doing?
Let them out. Now!
How could you let them go?
A situation like this requires precision.
I think I'm about to find out where the Yuyan are hiding, and I don't really want to.
Do you have a clear shot? Knock out the thief. I'll deliver him to the Fire Lord along with the Avatar.
God, that is precise. Why do these people not go out? The general that was in charge of the Yuyan either needs a promotion for the fact that he raised them to be this good and trained them this well, or he needs to be fired for not having the ability to send them out to go do this. He could have just gotten the Avatar himself and gotten all the glory, but instead he was just like, I got my fort. Don't really need much else. We're good. Thank God for lackadaisical generals, am I right?
Quick! Recover the Avatar!
Yeah, I would be a little taken aback too. Having the Blue Spirit be Zuko when I was a kid was not on my bingo list. It wasn't even in my top 5 guesses. But the fact that the minute the helmet got hit and you saw like this corner peripheral and it's just Scar, there was only one individual that could have been. What will Aang do now?
You know what the worst part about being born over 100 years ago is? I miss all the friends I used to hang out with. Before the war started, I used to always visit my friend Kuzan. The two of us, we get in and out of so much trouble together. He was one of the best friends I ever had. And he was from the Fire Nation, just like you. If we knew each other back then, do you think we could have been friends too?
We are planting some deep, deep seeds here. Aang offers peace, and Zuko, while in his own way being thankful, I guess, also still has his honor entirely in the front view of his car. Friendship's probably the last thing he's worried about right about now.
Where have you been, Prince Zuko? You missed music night. Lieutenant G sang a stirring love song.
I was right about music night. Zuko could have been singing some My Chemical Romance. Welcome to the Black Parade would have been an absolute banger with Zuko singing about his father. I'm just saying.
Did you make any new friends?
No, I don't think I did.
It's got to be complicated for both Aang and Zuko. Aang has to restore balance and peace to the world. Zuko has to capture the Avatar in order to reaffirm his peace and his honor and restore his world. Even though he knows, basically fundamentally, the Fire Nation is wrong for what they are doing. But to get back to his family, he feels in his heart what he's doing is right. Things are complicated.
This is tasty.
And lo and behold, Dave Filoni directed this one. The one time I watched one of the episodes and don't properly give him the shout out that I normally do, the new creative director for Disney, Mr. Filoni himself. But that was Avatar: The Last Airbender, episode 13, titled The Blue Spirit, where we figured out Zuko has a little side persona. He's got a little bit of more character to him than we initially anticipated. I'm happy to see there's a lot of depth to every single character that we're being introduced to. The Yuyan archers were an absolute pain, and what would be a pain is for you to watch this entire video, not hit that like button, not subscribe, not become a member of the Sarcastic Geek. Join the community as we're on our way to hitting 100 subs by the end of February with your support. I've been the Sarcastic Geek, and I'll see you in the next one.